Hey y'all, it's Craig back in the studio. The RealTraps just came in and you can probably hear how much of a difference it's made already. I'm right in the middle of hanging them up. I've got the Mondo traps in the corners, the Mega traps, the high frequency, a couple of those up. There's a couple on the floor as well as above the console. But while hanging these things, just sort of discovered a couple things that might help you, because it kind of gave me a hard time at first. Just reading through the instructions and envisioning, it sounded like it'd be kind of difficult to do, especially up in the corners, and it was difficult to do. But this might help. So let me show you a couple of things. Maybe first I'll do one of the high frequencies. I still got one left to put over here on this side, and then I'm going to do these other bass traps up in the corners, kind of in the center of the long wall. So join along. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to hang one of these corner panels as well as the high frequency panel. I had actually already hung this panel and made a video for it, but it was out of focus. So anyway, trying again. First things first, these corner bass traps can be kind of tough. The first one that we hung was, it's kind of trial and error, and you're going to figure out how complicated is it to get those four individual wires to that hanging point. And what I found after hanging the first one, and I've tried the last two, so hopefully it'll work well with this one, is that when you cut your wires, the wires that go on top towards the ceiling don't need to be as long as the ones on the bottom. These are, I don't know, maybe about a foot and a half, and these are probably 3 feet. Too much, more than I need, but it just makes things easier. But you notice something that I did that really helped save me some time and frustration. I put a piece of tape right after the 1 foot mark. This will give me a reference so that I'm going to hang the top first, right up, to that point, and then it'll be pretty much even. And so far I've been pretty lucky in drawing it back, and it hits these points. Now, what I've got the loops already fastened up in the ceiling. I've measured 8 inches off as they recommend, and 40 inches apart as they recommend on these 2x4 foot panels. And I've measured 17 inches down to this line. Now that's basically where the back edge will hit the wall, plus or minus ½ inch or so. But it gives me a reference, and I just kind of know if I'm in the right spot. So hopefully all goes well. Let's see. Dent the ceiling. That's good. Okay, now you can see I've got it hanging here pretty even. The tape kind of helps it grip. Get about 5 windings on there if you can, or something, otherwise it'll slip. Anyway, there they are. Now the harder part is reaching up to do the back. There you have it. Oh, that looks pretty good, huh? As you could probably notice, it really was good to have. Those bottom strings are probably 3 feet long. You need every bit of it. You know, just it helps you reach around, get in there. Yeah, that was kind of painless. Now, these high frequency panels, they just mount to these brackets. The idea being, I've got these, what is it, well, they're 2 feet down to the top, and I think it's maybe 15 inches or so down to here, you know, to this very bottom piece. So just remember when you measure, you're measuring to right here, because that's where they're going to sit. They slide down over these ears. Pretty simple and fast to do. Just like that. Looks good, man. Oh, and these are adjustable like that. So, let's see. They're supposed to be 18 inches. Oh. Right on it. Hopefully that helps you out. Thanks.